we should be live. Hey guys! Portable charger, because that is my sweet new setup. I can move my camera around anywhere I want as long as I have this handy little portable charger with me. So just put that in. And boom. Alright. It's using my Lego tripod. Should work. Let's see. Alright, hello whoever joined. This is going to be the new mock. I am going to make a lava roller coaster. It is going to be sick. You can kind of see the edges of my studio, but screw it. It's a live stream. No one cares. Let me get the cart. Where's this stupid little cart? I will be right back. I have a cart. Thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate it. And hey, if you want to join in the conversation, the chat's there for you. 2 people online. How's it going? So yeah, basically what's going to happen is I have this little cart right here. And that's what I have of the roller coaster so far. I'm kind of using parts from the Garmadon's Volcano Lair, which unfortunately fell apart. And I just think this is going to be a more interesting mock than the temple, which still sits over there to this day. Yeah, so we kind of got like a lava fall right there and then some archways. Oh, that looks cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is only my 2nd day working on it. I worked on it yesterday just to get a start on it because I think it would be boring if I just started with nothing on a stream. So we have this so far. My sister was so kind to let me borrow her Lego Friends roller coaster track pieces because the big sets with the new roller coaster pieces are out of my bring the roller coaster. Oh no, the car! Rip. We've got a category 9 Lego mess going on right here, so that's always fun. Rip. Just check. How's it going? Okay, there we go. Get my Lego boat. And there we go. We're all set up. Thank you for bearing with me, whoever's watching. And yeah, so what I want to do is my goal for today is to finish this second kind of section right here. So we have the first section, which is the downhill drop, and then we have the second section, which is a big turn. So that's my goal for today. That's what I'd like to finish. And yeah, so first of all, I'm going to have to build underneath the roller coaster because of the fact that it is elevated in order to get the cart going a little bit faster. So we're just going to take these tan sections and put them under, like so. And yeah, sorry I couldn't do this in a neat place like my studio or my desk. It's just this thing is going to be huge when it's done. It's going to be my biggest mock to date. I think I said earlier that so far it has about 500 Lego pieces in it. And yeah, so what can we do? Ooh, we can make a little maintenance station right here. That would be sweet. I'm thinking... Alright, you guys in the chat have to tell me. Do you think this would be a good size for a little maintenance station? Or this would be a good size? You can say light gray or dark gray in the chat. I don't know. That's why I need you to tell me. So, yeah, I will start building on the other parts, but you in the chat need to tell me which one you think is a more appropriate size. This is why I need you guys in the chat, and I'm not just building this on my own. Probably light gray. Okay, I will go with the light gray then. That's kind of what I was thinking as well. So, I'm thinking it should go right about there. Here. No, that won't interfere with it at all. Alright, so, how do I want to go about doing this? Well, I don't know if there should be a glass window or if it should just be hollowed in, but yeah, thanks for your suggestion on having it be the light gray one. It's going to be just a tiny little service station just to ensure that the roller coaster is going. I'm actually going to take these pieces off here because I had little lever pieces up there earlier, but it didn't really make sense why there would just be lever pieces. Alright, you know what, I'm just going to take that off. Why there would be lever pieces kind of just hanging out at the top of a roller coaster. So, I just took them off. All right, let's see. And if you guys have any questions or anything you want to talk about, I am totally open to that. That's why I like doing these live streams. Is because I can hang out with you guys, my fans, or just people who want to have some fun. So I'm thinking, got these two lever pieces right here. So yeah, this is just gonna be a tiny little service station. Nothing to it really. All right, so since it's a lava coaster and it's kind of like volcano-esque, I'm thinking of more like a medieval theme, sort of like that. I don't know if I love it though, so we can just put it in the doorway right here, or all right. So should the doorway be facing like this? Oh wait, I'll get you a better view. Should it be facing this way, so like as in you could just walk right into it from the coaster, or should it be like a side kind of thing where you go the other way? So in the chat you can say left, which is this, or right, which is this. Personally, I'm thinking right. I think it would just make more sense as to get on from the side as opposed to getting on in the roller coaster, which would be a little bit strange, but let's see. Ooh, this is the piece I was looking for. So we can just take basically a big old window and just put that in. So yes, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the operator inside will have, should add the cape from the top or something. Like it's a curtain to the, okay. A cape. This cape right here is what I have. I don't know if that would be big enough, though. I feel like it would kind of just look silly on its own. And I don't have any bigger cloth pieces that are Lego, so, that's a great suggestion. I like it a lot, but I just don't know if it would end up working out. Thank you, though, for that suggestion. So, yeah, I'm a slow builder, if you couldn't tell. I like to take my time, like to be sure that everything I have going on is according to plan, because I don't like making mistakes. I kind of had a traumatic experience with that. I will tell you the story with time. So the year is, let's say 2011, yes. So I was 8 years old in 2011. And I was building the Vendor Republic Attack Cruiser that I got for Christmas. This was, say, a week after Christmas, because 2011, 2012 was the year where I would just get buttloads of Lego sets for Christmas. Like, every Lego set I would put on my list, I would get for Christmas. I was a spoiled little kid. So, I was just working on this Vendor Cruiser, right? And then I remember going to Barnes & Noble and getting the Bounty Hunter ship for half off with some of my Christmas money. I was like, oh, cool. And my attention span was not great at all. It still isn't really. I can't watch videos on YouTube more than 15 minutes long. I get bored. And so I just changed from working on the Venator to working on the Bounty Hunter ship. And my dad was just over there checking out the vendor. My dad's a big Lego fan. He was when he was a kid. Still kind of is now. He always likes to just come up sometimes, maybe build a little bit. But, I was working on the Bounty Hunter ship, and my dad just looks at the vendor, and he was doing a couple of steps of it. I hadn't really noticed. I was a naive young man, and yeah, he was doing a couple of steps of it, and he noticed that I had made a mistake. Basically, what happened was I put a 1x2, like a tiny little piece, like kind of like this size, but with a stud here instead of a clip. I put that in the wrong place, and it basically screwed up the entire ship. So he was just taking the entire thing apart, and I was like, Dad, what are you doing? He was like, you messed it up. And yeah, that was my traumatic experience. That is why you should always take your time when you're building something. Hello, whoever just dropped in. We are working on the roller coaster, just kind of a little maintenance area for it, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. I look disgusting today. I'm glad this is not a face stream. I literally put on a hat. It's because my hair looks so weird that I don't want anyone to see it. Oh, hey, look. 2 cloth capes. I wonder. I really liked. I'm trying to remember your name. Someone suggested that I use the capes as. Oh, hey, Alan Gaming, how's it going, man? We're just working on the roller coaster. Someone suggested that I basically make a little cloth area that the coaster cart swings through, but the name is slipping past me. Alright, so we have this. I guess I should just put a minifigure in there just to be sure that a minifigure can fit in there. We will take Mr. Kai right here. Slide him on in. I have to do this off camera. Yes, it works. Alright, we will have a ninja be the operator for the roller coaster. CJ Kenny. Oh, hey, how's it going, Moonty? I did not know you were in this. Yeah, nice to have a bunch of friends. Alright, so I have an idea, and this may or may not work. It may go completely downhill, or it may just be one of the best ideas I've ever had. I think I'm actually just going to do this, because it would be weird to just do open wall. This is an idea, and it kind of involves Moonty and some of my other closer friends that watch my videos. I'm thinking of maybe starting an EASTA podcast. It could be weekly, bi-weekly, however I want to do it. And basically each time I would have a guest or two, and we would just talk about Lego, talk about movies, talk about whatever comes to mind. I just think that would be a fun thing to do, and I'm thinking as one of my first guests, it could be Moonty or Alon Gaming, because they have known me a long time. And I think it would be a good way to kick off the podcast. Sounds like a cool idea. Yes, it does. It does. You could even host it through like Google Hangouts or anything, and there doesn't even have to be a set time limit. It could be 10 minutes long or 40 minutes long, however we want it to be. Yeah, that is definitely something I would like to do in the future. I just don't know if the channel is ready for it at this point. It would have to be something that the fans want, because that sounds like a lot of time of editing and doing stuff with the audio and setting up a time to record and everything. So it would have to be something that the fans want, for sure. Because there would be no point in making it if I just kind of made the podcast and no one liked it. Because I know podcast is kind of a love-hate thing in the LEGO community. Like, famous ones are, well, pretty much just the Just Two podcast, which I enjoy listening to. Still wish you would do a real interview with Jang Bricks. Alright, so here is the tiny little service station. I think it's kind of cute how you can see the minifigure with the levers inside of the window. So that's going to go right about there. Let's see. Maybe it should go right here. I don't know how I want to do this. Alright, I'm going to build a little base for it so that it can stand up correctly, which is always nice. It's simple but effective. Yes, exactly. I like it a lot. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, I feel like with this, it just would have been too long and detracted from the look. So thank you, CJ Kenny. I will remember your name forever from now on. It sounds a little bit creepy, but oh well. So there is kind of the service station, and you can just see the minifigure right in there. Now I'm thinking, what do I want to build on this other side? Maybe what would be cool is a little, I could use something along the lines of, if I can get this piece out of there, there we go, along the lines of this, to make it kind of a viewing platform for spectators, because that's always fun. Here, I'm thinking I might have to do some work on the underside in order to make this stay together. It's going to take some work, but I think it will be worth it in the long run. I will use this piece right here just to snap this all together, because it keeps falling apart and it's kind of shaky. And I want this thing to be sturdy, and I want it to be very transportable, because I don't need to worry. I don't want to need to worry about, will this thing survive if I transport it from point A to point B, like my studio to my room, or wherever I want it to be. Yeah, I think this will be worth it in the long run. So we have that. Let's do this. And on the underside, color doesn't quite matter as much to me. So there we go, we have that. And a lot of stuff fell off as expected. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. So this, and there we go. Did anyone see the new Ninjago sets that are coming out? I believe on the 1st of June. Those look pretty cool. I had a couple of them on my most wanted list. I really liked how that video came out. It took a lot of time to work on. Probably more time than any other video, but hey, worth it. I liked it a lot. The music was honestly the hardest part. Had to triple check to make sure that I wouldn't get copyright claimed, even kind of find loopholes with YouTube's copyright system, just so I could ensure that nothing would happen. Yeah, the new Ninjago sets do look cool. I like most of them, for the most part. Yeah, I think they look pretty solid, better than the ones that were earlier this year. But I really liked the Ninjago movie ones. I didn't like the movie itself, though. It just didn't have the charm that the first two Lego movies did. And you could kind of see that it switched directors 4 or 5 times, or however many. It was kind of a jumbled mess. Some parts of it were funny. I appreciated some aspects of it. But for the most part, definitely was the weakest of the Lego movies. I honestly liked Batman the most, because they took such an obscure character, like a kind of minor thing from the Lego movie, and just brought it into this. Are you excited for Infinity War Part 2? No, I am not. I will give you my reasoning right here and right now. I have the big fear that it will not be good. First of all, they're going to have to... Alright, well, spoilers for Infinity War. If you haven't seen it yet, leave the stream now. But they're going to have to find some sort of way to bring all the characters back that they killed off, because let's be real here, there's no way they killed off Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man for good. No, it's just not gonna happen. But the thing is, I feel like I can't personally think of a way that they could do that with it making sense, and with it seeming like the deaths were real, but were very real, and they had the kind of sense of tragedy to them, without kind of ruining that and bringing them back at the same time. I feel like they've kind of dug themselves into a pit. And also, Infinity War felt kind of overcrowded with all the heroes going on. And Avengers 4 is supposed to have even more. So, I don't know. I wonder how that's going to play out in the end. But definitely interested in it. I wouldn't say I'm excited. I am looking forward to it, though. There's some aspects of it that I think will be great. Like all the heroes being in it again. Infinity War was a great movie. I wouldn't say it's the best MCU movie. Definitely nowhere near the worst, though, either. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have to see how it plays out. I actually saw it 2 times, and I'm probably going to see it a 3rd time. Saw it with my boy, Jake MO4. There's been pictures revealed from Part 2 with Iron Man and Captain America in their old suits, and Ant-Man is there too, so they have to use time travel somehow. Yes, they do. That's also what I'm concerned about, is that... I completely agree with what you said. Thank you. I feel like people have been like, no, Infinity War was great, and Avengers 4 will be great too. I think it will be a good movie. I'm just not going to hype myself up for it, because people were overhyping themselves for Infinity War, and then they were kind of disappointed with the end product. So I don't want to be one of those people. Just not my thing. Yeah, so they will have to use time travel somehow, and that is something that I'm concerned about, because I feel like in any sort of movie, like where they use the time travel, like Back to the Future, Meet the Robinsons was a great one from when I was a kid. You'll always find loopholes, like, oh, this couldn't possibly work with the way that they did it. I just don't know, man. Interested to see how it plays out. The writers, Joe and Anthony Russo, I think they'll be able to pull it off. They are amazing writers. If you don't know, they wrote The Winter Soldier. They wrote what's it called? Civil War, and they wrote Infinity War, which I think are three very, very good MCU movies. Uh, but yeah, I'll be interested to see how it plays out in the end. If they will manage to pull it off, or if it will just be a jumbled mess that makes no sense. I honestly don't know. I don't want to be thinking either way because I don't want to go in there being a negative Nelly and be like, oh, this movie's gonna suck because time travel. But I don't want to go in there being like, this movie's gonna be great and then end up being disappointed. So either way, I think it will turn out differently than how I expect. Oh, goodbye, whoever just left. Alright, I did not get much done at all, but I had fun talking with you guys. Definitely fun time. So, I actually have to do some chores now. Yeah, I'm sorry. But, I can probably stay for about another 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, we'll go to 35 minutes max because I don't like these streams being eternally long. Oh, this is a cool piece right here. Sword holder from Pirates of the Caribbean. Someone joined back. Yay. Another cool piece. I honestly more like having conversations with you guys about Avengers 4 and whatever than I do building this. It's just fun to me. I like the fan base that I've built. Just appreciate how you guys are nice enough to join, ask questions. That's always fun. I enjoy your guys' company. So yeah. I'm going to have to talk to Moonty about the podcast idea though. Be sure to tell me if you think that's a good idea and if you would actually listen to it. Also tell me how long you think it should be because I think podcasts have the problem of either being too long or too short. So I want the perfect length. I want what the fans want because I don't know what I want. So I need people's opinions on this. I need to know what you guys think. I would say about 20 minutes is the max I would listen to a podcast in one sitting. But if it's something like that really piques my interest, like Lego related, and Moonty isn't the biggest on Lego, he definitely has a little bit of a collection going. His siblings are very absorbed into it. Maybe we could even have them as guests. But yeah, nevertheless I feel like it would be interesting. 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, yeah. That is the cap because there are all these like hour and a half podcasts and those just turn me off. I feel like people will get intimidated by these big numbers of how long the podcasts are and they'll kind of in the back of their minds think to themselves, I have to finish this whole thing, and then they'll find it boring and be just disappointed. So yeah, 20 to 30 minutes I think is a good time. I could even make a little outline of it. Because I love talking about movies, I love talking about Lego, and I feel like Muji would be a good guest to kick it off, and depending on who else wants to be it, I could hold a hangout with pretty much anyone who watches my videos, because in order to watch YouTube, you need a Google account, and you can use a Google account to host a hangout or whatever you want to do, so I would definitely be interested in that. I could even reach out to larger YouTubers. Don't know if that would work out as well. I feel like the largest I could get is maybe about 1,000 subscribers. I could get Jinblade as a guest. I could definitely convince him into that. We've kind of been friends for not very long at all, actually. I don't know why I say it like that. But we definitely know each other's names, and I feel like it would be fun, especially because we have the ongoing debate about, is Season 8 good, is Season 8 bad, in terms of Ninjago, and I feel like that would be an interesting thing for people to listen to, because Season 8 has divided the community for Ninjago. I'm not the biggest Ninjago fan myself. Uh, I've seen all the episodes, I watched them with my cousin, but I don't know. I feel like he might have a better outlook on the series as a whole to judge it based on other seasons. And I know some people definitely rewatch the show. I've only seen each episode once, maybe with a couple of exceptions to that, but for the most part, I've only seen each episode once. I could also feasibly get the Jackhammer onto my podcast. I would ask him. It would definitely be within my power. He knows who I am as well. But in terms of bigger YouTubers, like, no way I'd be able to get Brick Attacked or Just Do Good or MGF or anyone that like is big. I know Just Too Good is somehow getting Jaden Animations onto his podcast, which just blows my mind. It's like, how? I didn't even know she was into Lego or liked Lego, had any sort of contact with Lego. I don't know. I guess most kids do, though. But yeah, Jaden Animations is a YouTuber I've been watching for a while. I feel like I'm just rambling to myself. I know someone is watching. I can see the little icon, so please talk to me. I know some people don't really like chatting, but I like it. I'm still watching CJ Kenny. Wow, you are pretty loyal of a person. How's it going? Yeah, how could you listen to my annoying rambly voice for 26 26 minutes and 22 seconds? Ah, there it was again, the cough. Still sick. That's fun. Probably heard me minor sniffling throughout this entire video. So basically, whenever I laugh, I get into a coughing fit. And so my friend yesterday, she always makes me laugh whenever I'm around her. She will always crack good jokes, make me laugh, in some way, shape, or form. And she's just like cracking me up, showing me funny YouTube videos, and I'm just dying laughing. And then I start getting into a coughing fit. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And yeah, that was an interesting experience. So I think it's about time that I cut this rambly stream. Got basically nothing done, but I had fun. I like talking to you guys a lot. We got this little thing done, which I think is actually pretty awesome. Thank you to CJ for suggesting that. The little watchtower, couple things going on. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I will maybe do a part 2, but I feel like I accomplish a lot more off camera than I do on camera. But then again, I love everything about the LEGO community. You guys are so nice, so fun to talk to. I enjoyed talking to Moonty and Alon Gaming when they were on here, especially you, CJ. You were just so fun to talk to. Hung out here for a while too, like, geez. And yeah, with that, Yasta out.